Okay guys, it's Prop Firm review time again, and in today's video we're going to be doing an updated review of a company we did back in January, and that is Blue Guardian. Now the reason being is because these guys are still around, still getting very good reviews, and we're seeing them pop up a lot, so much so that we are actually now suggesting Blue Guardian to our prop farming community. So with that being said, let's go in and have a look. As you can see here, back in, it's about 9 months ago now, Adam did a honest review on Blue Guardian, and I'm going to be going over the similar things that we did back then, and that is their trading challenges, their company overview, any unique perks, and then their trading conditions. So with that being said, let's jump straight in, guys. Okay, so this is the website. Not much has changed. I think the look and the feel of the site is still the same. They still got the dragon. Still feels a little bit like the Funded Trader, but thankfully it didn't go the same way as the Funded Trader. These guys are still sticking around and still doing pretty well. So much so, like I said, that we have actually now started suggesting them. So the first thing I want to go over is just having a look at what we rated them last time. So for the trading challenge last time, we gave them an 8 out of 10. So let's have a look. Is anything different, and are they going to do better or worse than last time? So the first thing I want to talk about is the fact that you can trade up to 800K. You can go up to 800K in trading accounts. You can get up to 90% profit splits. And then if we go over to the actual evaluations, the challenges, you can see that they have actually added a new 3-step challenge, and it's a lot cheaper. So if you look at the Elite or the Unlimited, even those are a bit cheaper now, but generally they used to be $497, and now I think they are lower across the board. Okay, Elite is different, but Rapid as well, $497. But the 3-step is actually initially was $365. They seem to have specials on at the moment, which is pretty good. But the 3-step obviously is exactly what it sounds like. You have 3 phases, and then you get to your funded. So in the first phase, second phase, and third phase, you've got to hit 6% profit target, okay? So this is actually really interesting. But to start off with, I'm going to go back to the Unlimited, because this is the one that we are actually suggesting to our clients, and it's also the one that Adam did the review on. So like I said, it is now a bit cheaper. I'm not sure if this is for a limited time or this is now their new price, and obviously they're still showing their old price because it looks attractive, right? But $373 for a 100K account is very reasonable indeed, and it's very attractive. Then the other thing they do have is obviously they still have the bi-weekly payouts, and then you start with, I think, an 85% profit split, and I think you can work your way up to a 90% profit split. So other than that, nothing really new. The biggest thing is obviously the 3-step, the new. Still have the Rapid, which is the 1-step challenge, 1 step, and then you get into a funded. But the 3-step looks very good, looks very interesting. If you are someone who trades consistently, it's a lot cheaper, but you still end up getting the same access to $100,000. So pretty impressive, but we are looking at the Unlimited. This one, apart from the few things that I've mentioned, everything else seems to be the same. So maybe with the small upgrade in terms of now having an extra type of challenge that you can take, and also increasing the profit split initially to 85 bi-weekly. I'm not sure if that was there. That might have been there in the past. And then also the slightly cheaper price. And for that reason, I'm actually going to bump their mark up to an 8.5 out of 10 for their trading challenges. Okay, so let's go straight on to company overview. So the first thing I want to talk about is actually here on the homepage. They're shouting it out nice and loud, and that is payouts. They've given over $10 million in payouts up to this point since opening, which is actually quite big considering we've had a lot of issues with other companies specifically around payouts. And in general, I don't hear too many issues when it comes to payouts with Blue Guardian. This is one of the reasons we are actually suggesting them. And there's also other reasons, but the payouts is a big thing, right? Once you get your funded account, you don't want to have too much stresses when it comes to actually requesting your payouts. The next thing is that they currently have over 25,000 traders on board with them, which is actually huge considering, you've got that many traders buying into the program. A prop firm, we know how they work, and the more people that are actually on board and paying for challenges, the better it works for the prop firm business model. We all understand that, right? So 25,000 plus traders on board and trading, that's a good thing. And these are apparently from 130 plus different countries around the world. So, and then the next thing that Adam Adam actually spoke about before was the Trustpilot review. Now I've gone over to Trustpilot review, and unfortunately they don't have a rating at the moment. The previous rating just before this happened was 4.2 stars, which was a little bit down from what they had before. I think when Adam reviewed it was 4.7. Now I'm not sure if it was because of what's going on, because if you actually click on this, you'll see that it says we've detected and removed a number of fake reviews for this company. If we find additional fake reviews on this profile, we will remove those too. So they seem to be having a lot of fake reviews. Now, whether this is from the company themselves, reviews in a positive light, or it's another company or someone else trying to maybe jeopardize their review on Trustpilot, I don't know. So it's very difficult to now actually judge based on this, but I am going to go to the review they had just before this happened, which is a 4.2, which is still not bad. Now, I'm not sure how true this is 1,103. It seems like, because I think when Adam did the previous review, they were on about 750, maybe 800 reviews total. So in 9 months to only get maybe another 400 on top of that, it doesn't seem that likely. So I think there's obviously been something happening with their Trustpilot review. So it's very difficult to judge on that. But they did actually have a 4.2 just before this all happened. So that's what I'm going to go on, 4.2. Then the only other place I can actually see where they've got some kind of rating is here on Prop Firm Match, where you can see they've also got a 4.2. It's only 62 reviews, so it's not a huge number of reviews, but it is also 4.2. Not had that many 1 stars. Not too bad overall. I think in general, what I do see a lot on the Trustpilot reviews that are still there, they talk about the customer service being very good. And from my own experience going in and asking the customer support, a couple questions, I always like to come up with similar questions and see how they answer them, and also how quickly. And these guys picked up pretty quickly, and they gave me pretty good responses as well. So their customer service seems to be very good. And then the next thing obviously is these guys they are kind of more established now, June 2021. So kind of, been around for a little while now, over 3 years. They are based in the UAE. So all in all, I think Adam gave them a 6 out of 10 previously because they were a fairly new company. So that's why he marked them down. But all in all, even then, he was pretty happy with everything he saw. I think it was just that maybe they had some younger guys on board as their, the owners and the people in charge, and also that they were a fairly new company. But now they've been around a little bit longer, and they're holding their own, and they're kind of still doing everything pretty well. So for that reason, I'm going to bump it up to a 7 out of 10 for their company overview. Okay, so now moving over to their unique perks. Nothing really new, to be honest. A few things like I mentioned, but that's more on the challenge side. They still have the Guardian Protector, which is no longer really that unique because other companies are bringing that in too. So not really much to go on there in terms of uniqueness. So unfortunately with that, I can't really go in too much deeper with anything there. So I've got to stick to the same rating as before, and that is a 6 out of 10. I've got to stick to a 6 out of 10 because there's nothing really new here. So let's move on to the trading conditions. So I think these guys, in terms of their trading conditions, it is worth mentioning that they have brought in Match Trader and DX Trade, and that is obviously for traders, US traders, and traders that are not allowed really to trade on MT4 and MT5. But I think MT5 is still available for international traders, so you can still use that if you're not from the US or any of the countries that they do not allow using MT5. US traders are using Match Trader and DX Trade. And then if you're looking at Match Trader, so in general, these guys have raw spreads, so the spreads are pretty good. And from what I've seen in terms of actually using this in the past, I haven't used it recently, but from what I've seen on Twitter and stuff, the spreads and stuff and the slippage is not such an issue with Blue Guardian. I've not really seen anyone talking about slippage or the spreads, not so much as other prop firms at least. I think it does come up with every prop firm, but in general, it's not such a big issue like I've seen on other prop firms. And then talking about Match Trader, they are for FX commissions, you're looking at about a $5 per lot commission. And then on DX Trade, it's slightly higher. So they obviously use a slightly different broker with DX Trade. And that you're looking at for the Forex commission is about $7 per lot. So a little bit higher there. But in general, overall, I think the MT5 is still around $5. So, on average, you're looking at about what it was before, which is about $6 per lot. So from that point of view, not too much has changed. So my rating for the trading conditions and everything around that is going to be a 7 out of 10. So I would say in general, Blue Guardian is still a prop firm that, you know, has kind of held their head through all the thick of everything that's happened in the prop firm industry in the last, you know, year or so. They've done well. They're still doing very well. Like I said, they've had massive amounts of payouts. They've got a lot of traders on board. So this seems to be a company that is definitely, you know, staying strong and still doing everything they should, which is really good to see. And that's why we have actually now added these to one of the suggested prop firms for our traders. And that, you know, we don't take that lightly. We only suggest prop firms that we really think are, number one, not going to screw the traders around. Number two, are actually going to give the payouts when you ask for your withdrawals. You're actually going to get your payouts. So, you know, for us to actually add these guys, it's saying something. And my overall rating for these guys ends up being at about 28.5 out of 40, which is about a 7 out of 10. Actually, it's a very good rating for a prop firm. And with that being said, talking about our traders, what am I talking about? Well, we have a community of over 950 now that have actually been funded with different prop firms, all using our incredible EA called Titan X, along with our prop farming blueprint. And now we've brought in a hedging system where you hedge on your own live account against any prop firm challenge you're taking, which essentially means you can never lose money to prop firms. So, you know, for us, for our community, it's just getting better and better. Our product is continuously moving forward, and we're always striving to make it easier to use for our clients, at least, should I say. And if you are interested in passing prop firm challenges without the risk of losing the money it costs to actually buy into the challenge, I mean, who wouldn't, right? Then go over to www.propfarming.com, have a look at the demo video, fill in the form, and you'll get contacted by our support team. And hopefully we'll see you guys on board very soon, passing prop firm challenges and potentially even making money when you fail challenges. That's how good it is. But that's it, guys. That's the updated review on Blue Guardian. There's a few areas that they've definitely picked up, other things that are pretty much the same. But to stay the same in everything that's happened in the prop firm industry in the last year, I think is pretty good. These guys are sticking around, they're doing good things, and we are happy enough to suggest them to our clients, to our customers, to our community. And that says a lot about Blue Guardian. But as ever, we'd love to hear from you guys. Have you guys traded with Blue Guardian? Have you got funded accounts with Blue Guardian? Are you thinking about signing up with Blue Guardian? What's your experience? We always want to hear from you guys, because, you know, it's you guys that are using Blue Guardian in the background that might pick up something that maybe we haven't or other people haven't, and we'd love to hear from you. So with that being said, guys, that's it from me. That's the updated review, and we will see you guys very soon, and all the best in your trading endeavors. And if you like the video, please like it, subscribe if you haven't already to the channel, because like I said, there's some cool content coming. But yeah, I'm not gonna go on anymore. I'm gonna leave you guys there. Happy trading. We'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.